welcome back to a new video. In today's video I'm going to be doing this is actually a recreation. I'm just showing you some Madam Glam colours here. The first one is Crystal, then I've got Pinkster, and I've also grabbed a sort of lilac called Lily Scent. We're not going to be using the pink and the purple. I'll tell you why in a minute. I'm also going to be using Purity. This is a soft white, and I'm going to use my blooming gel, which is from Nails. So the reason, okay, hang on, firstly we're going to do a coat of each colour onto our nail, cure it for 30 seconds, and then we're going to apply a second coat. My white that I've got here doesn't show up very well on paler colours because it's a pale white as it is, so I'm just going to show you me doing it on this nail for now. I've gone over with the gel polish. I'm going to put a little bit of the blooming gel on my palette, and then I'm going to dip the blooming gel into the uncured soft white gel polish, and this is going to where you dab the blooming gel, it's going to make a circle and it's going to spread out, and that's supposed to make the bubbles under the sea. But even on this one it's quite hard to see it's like the reflection of the sea, you know, the reflection of the sun under the sea. So I've cured it in the lamp once it's bloomed, and then on this one I'm going to go over with the velvet matte top coat. You don't have to matte top coat yet. You can do your shells first and then top coat. On this one I'm going to do the shells on top of the top coat. I done a starfish. She's done some starfishes on hers with some shells. Now this starfish took me absolutely blooming ages, so I done my initial outline with my dotting tool, but every time I tried to make the arms of the starfish triangular, it just wouldn't line up. Look, it just looks, it just kept going wrong. So what I'm going to do is I am going to skip forward a bit because it just seemed to take me forever. Every time I thought, right, I've got to make that bit more triangular there, and it just kept going. It was anyway, this was ages it took me. So I eventually got to this point and I was like, do you know what, I think this is as good as it's going to get. So I'm going to pop that into my lamp, and then on top of above the star I'm going to have a shell. The shells were a lot easier. I don't think I made mine narrow enough at the bottom though, so maybe it wasn't as easy as what I thought. But you're going to have a little line at the bottom, and then a kind of what kind of shape would you call that? I don't know, but it's I don't know what shape it is, but just fill it in when you've done your shape that I don't know what to call it. And then you can pop these into the lamp for 60 seconds. Because I'm using Madam Glam's gel paints, they are more opaque and thicker, so they do need an slightly extra long cure, like the normal gel polish. So 60 instead of 30. Then when they come out, we're going to add the dots. I'm going to add dots to the starfish starting in the center. Sorry, my son's playing on the PlayStation 5 and he's shouting and he's getting all excitable. And then I've cured that. Before I do this bit, I'm going to go over the top of the shell with lines. So shells have those, you know, those lines on. So I kind of start in the middle, and then the lines kind of tilt as you get to the edge of the shell, like that. And then I'm just going to shove it in the lamp. And then she also added some, they look like leaves to me, but they give a kind of seaweed effect, you know, like a seagrass kind of look. So I'm going to do these how I would do leaves. I added I don't know, but you've probably seen me do this loads. Can you see already what I mean? That white gel polish that I've used, the Purity one, which is a soft white, it's a very kind of sheer white. You can hardly see it on this colour, and this is probably darker than the pink and the lilac. So I just thought there's no point me using although I think the pastel colours would have looked really nice, I just don't think that the white would have showed up to give us those bubbles. So once I finished my seaweed / grass / leaves, I'm going to sprinkle them with acrylic before I cure them. because I'm pretty sure that's what they've done. She's done, sorry, on her set. And this is going to give these a matte embossed look. So you want to keep sprinkling until the leaves, or the tree, not the tree, until it stays matte, and then you can shove it in the lamp. I'm just going to dust off the excess acrylic, and then I'm going to add another, can you hear him? Oh my gosh. I'm just going to add another bit in the bottom, just so that it kind of evens up the nail a little bit. And that is that one done. So I thought I could do it another way. So on these nails, I'm going to start with my perfect white, and that is going to go on the bottom of the nail. And then I'm going to work, are we working back? Would you say it's like working backwards? I don't know, but we're going to put the white on first, cure it in the lamp, and then instead of adding the dollops of blooming gel, I'm going to put a thin, even coat of blooming gel on top of the cured white gel polish. Don't cure the blooming gel. This blue is called Always and Forever. It's really nice. I thought I'd use a darker blue this time. And then we're going to dollop this into the blooming gel. So this way, the blue is going to bloom instead of the... Yeah, I don't know why I went down to the bottom. Don't do that, because the bottom cured... Yeah, just work your way down the nail. Don't go up and down, because it just makes the... I don't know. Just, yeah. I mean, do what you want, really. It's not my... You know, it's not for me to say tell you what to do. And then I'm going to leave those to kind of bloom for a little bit. But this way, the white actually shows up, obviously, a lot more. I've cured that in the lamp. And now I'm also not going to top coat before I add the shell. I'm just putting shells on this one. After that first starfish, I was like, I am never doing another one of these. So this time I'm just going to add my shells on. I also tried to make them more narrow at the bottom. I failed again. I'm not quite sure why I couldn't do it. The ladies in the picture are a lot narrower than mine here for some reason. I'm going to do 2 and then cure those for 60 seconds. And then I'm going to top coat. So the shells, the bottom of the shells will be matte on this nail. So that will go in the lamp. Then we can add our dots and our... No, we're not adding dots because we've not done starfish. We're going to add our lines to our shells. Again, I start from the middle because it just helps me keep the lines nice and even. And then work outwards until you get to the very edge, like that. I'm going to do the same on the bottom one. And then I'll cure these for 60 seconds. And then instead of just using plain old acrylic, I thought using Nail Sugar's Stardust would look... Sorry, Angel Dust would look really nice. This is just a very fine... It's just a very fine glitter powder. I don't even know what you'd call it. So, like before, using the same colour as the colour that we used on the base of the nail, not white though, the coloured one, we're going to add our leaves on. While I'm adding the leaves on, I am just going to let you know that I'm sure you already know by now, you can save 30% on Madam Glam gel polishes using my code NATMUG30. Did I say 10%? I meant 30%. The code won't work if they have a sale on, or if the items, I believe if the items are already discounted, then you can't use my code to get extra discount. But a lot of the time, people message me saying your code doesn't work, and I think that's either because they've got a sale on or the product must already be discounted. But it seems a lot of the time my code doesn't work, but it does sometimes, so give it a go and it might work for you. Also, you can save 10% on Nail Sugar using my code NATMUG10. Karen has got loads of gorgeous, amazing glitters, and the decals are just the best thing in the whole wide world, in my opinion. And she's also got some chromes and pigments and stuff as well, so it's worth having a look. Yeah, NATMUG10 will save you 10%. So once I have finished doing these, I'm going to sprinkle I keep wanting to call it Stardust, that's the glitter, the Angel Dust on. So again, you're going to want to let the gel polish soak up the glittery powder. So if after about 5 seconds everything still stays matte, then you don't need to sprinkle any more on. Can you see that kind of orangey shimmer this has got? It's really, really pretty. I love it. I sometimes will just sprinkle extra on, like just keep going just to make sure, but that'll go in the lamp for 30 seconds. And then once it comes out, like we did with the acrylic, you just dust off like the excess. And then on the actual seaweedy bits that we painted on, they're gonna just have this nice shimmer. Look at it. Oh, I didn't show you did I show you the inspiration set, the set that I saw that I like? I didn't. I'll put it back at the beginning. The lady's called Sandra Zielinska, I think that's how you say it. This one, I'll leave their Instagram below, by the way. This one I just added some seaweed on at the bottom because I couldn't be bothered to draw shells or stars. But this is the first one we've done. You can see on that blue, the white pops a lot more than on the green. So this is the first way that we done them. And then the second way that we done them was this way with the shimmery glitter nail sugar stuffs. My brain's gone dead. But I hope you like these. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. It's completely free. God bless, love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Love you, bye.